Okay. So the speed and delay studies will give the overall speed, running speed, fluctuation in speed, and what is the delay between two stations of a road. If the two stations of the road are spaced far apart, what is the distance between these two stations? Okay, so overall speed, running speed, fluctuations in speed, and the delay between two stations. And they also give information like what is the amount, location, duration, frequency, and what are the causes of the traffic stream. Now, as a part of this speed and delay study, the results of this speed and delay studies are useful in the design of spots of congestion. What are the different spots of congestion? What is the causes of arriving at suitable remedial measures? Okay. Now, actually, the delay or time lost in traffic during the travel period. Okay, during the travel period, what is the time lost in traffic? This delay may be due to delay or operational delay, fixed delay or operational delay. There are two types of delay, fixed delay or operational delay. Fixed delay means during intersections, when the vehicles are reaching the intersections or signals, you know that in case of signalized intersections, the signals will be controlling the flow of vehicles, right? So when the red light is on, it means that the vehicles are not allowed to pass. So due to such delays you call as the fixed delay during intersections at level crossings, etc. Another type of delay is the operational delay. Operational delay means when the vehicular movement is interfered, like turning vehicles, vehicle need to be parked. Then if a pedestrian is coming in front of the vehicle. So during such operations, if any delay is occurring to the traffic movement, you call it as the operational delay. So these are the fixed delays or operational delays. So the overall travel speed, what is the overall travel speed between the destination points is lower than the desired running speed. Now, for carrying out the speed and the delay studies, there are various methods. The different methods are available for carrying out the speed and delay studies. They are floating car or riding check method, license plate or vehicle number method, interview technique, elevated observations and photographic technique. These are the different methods for carrying out the speed and delay studies. Floating car method means in floating car method, we have a test vehicle. This test vehicle is driving over the given course. Okay. And this test car is trying to float with the remaining vehicles in the traffic. So in this method, we will be carrying out a number of test runs. A number of test runs will be carried out along the steady stretch, and a group of observers will be collecting the observation. The group of observers mean one observer will be seated in the floating car and that person will be holding two watches. And this stopwatches is used to record the time at various control points. The various control points means when the vehicle is reaching any bridge or any other intersection, etc. So at one, I told that there are two people, one person is sitting with two stopwatches in his hand. So first stopwatch is used at different control points, whereas at the second stopwatch for the duration of individual delays. What is the time? What is the location? What is the cause of these delay? All these things are noted down by the second observer. Okay. So in the floating car method, we have a test car which is floating with the normal traffic. Okay. And a group of observers will be positioned inside the test car. One observer is seated in the floating car with two stopwatches with him. With the first stopwatch, the person will be recording the time at various control points. And with the second stopwatch, the individual delays will be clocked. Then the time, location, and cause of the delays were noted by the second observer in tabular form. The number of vehicles traveling opposite direction in each trip is noted by a fourth observer. And what is the vehicles that are overtaking and what are the vehicles that are being overtaken, that is noted by the third observer. Number of vehicles traveling in the opposite direction will be noted by the fourth observer. So these are the different roles performed by the four different observers. In case of mixed traffic flow, it requires more number of observers because the different classes of vehicles need to be counted. average journey time for all the vehicles in a traffic stream. What is the average journey time for all the vehicles in a traffic stream? That is denoted by Q. Q is the flow of vehicles in one direction of the stream. Q is equal to NA, number of vehicles counted in the direction of stream, plus NY, number of vehicles overtaking the test vehicle, divided by TA plus TW. TA means average journey time in minutes in when test vehicle is running, and TW means average journey time in minute when the test vehicle is traveling. So the flow of vehicles, that is volume per minute in one direction of the stream, is given as Q is equal to NA plus NY divided by TA plus TW. This will be circulated, so you can read out. Second method, the first method was the floating car method. Second method is the license plate method. License plate method, or it is also known as a vehicle number method. You are having two synchronized stopwatches which are in a synchronized manner, and also a voice recording equipment is necessary. We have a test section. Okay, when we are conducting the study on one particular road, one particular stretch you are considering as the test stretch. And in this test stretch, at the entrance and exit of the test stretch, observers will be stationed. Now, what is the timing at which different vehicles are entering the location? This will be noted down. Timings and the vehicular numbers will be noted down by the observer. Now, from the office computation, at the entrance location as well as at the exit location. Now, this will be taken to the office, and from the office computation, what will be the travel time of each vehicle? The travel time of each vehicles will be determined. But in the case of this method will not give important details like what are the causes of the delay and what are the duration and number of delays within the different test sections. That will not be provided. So that is one limitation with this particular method. So first method is floating car method. Second method is license plate or vehicle number method. Third method is the interview technique. In interview technique, the work can be completed in a short time by interviewing and collecting details from the road users on the spot. You go to the spot, you meet the different road users, and you decide. You do the interview, and using the interview, the work can be completed. Next one is elevated observation and photographic technique. For studying short sections, if the road is of very short section, like intersection, etc., elevated observation and photographic technique. The observations will be taken from a level above the test section, that is an elevated level, and also you have the photographic technique. Next one is intersection delay studies. This intersection delay studies, it need to have a special attention, and this will be posing some major problem to the traffic engineer. So this is about the different methods. So next important study is the origin and destination studies. So this is a very important type of study in traffic study. Okay, origin and destination study, O and D study. So O and D study is carried out mainly to plan the road network. What is the road network that need to be planned? And also other facilities for vehicular traffic. And also plan the schedule of different modes of transportation for trip demand. So origin and destination study means conducting a study about the travel pattern or travel habit of the different people, right? From where their journey is originating and what is their destination location. So that is origin and destination studies. So this origin and destination studies will determine the number, origin and destination in each zone under the study area. And this data, for supplementing this data, you will be counting the number of passengers in each vehicle. What is the purpose of each trip? If intermediate stops are provided, why intermediate stops are provided, etc. Now, this origin and destination study will be giving information like what is the actual direction of traffic, what is the length of a trip, how different routes are selected, etc. Now, for planning new highway facilities and also for the improvement of the existing facilities, these origin and destination studies are highly important. Okay, so let us see about the different applications of origin and destination studies. First application is if you have some existing routes what is the adequacy of that existing route, whether you will have to propose a new route or this existing route is enough. So to judge the adequacy of existing routes, and also to plan for the planning of new routes. This is the first application, to judge the adequacy of existing routes and also for planning new routes. Second one is to plan the transportation systems and also mass transit facilities in cities. Third one is locating expressways or major routes. For locating expressways and major routes, this O&D survey is very much important. Fourth one is for various categories of vehicle for establishing the preferential routes. Next one is to locate the different terminals and to plan the terminal facilities. Next one is to locate the new bridges as per the traffic demand. And finally, to establish the design standards for roads, bridges, culverts, etc. along the route. So these are the different applications. You are conducting an origin and destination survey, and the result of this origin and destination survey is very much important in doing these many activities. So these are the applications of the origin and destination survey. Now we have to see about the different methods. First one is roadside interview. There are different methods: roadside interview, license plate method, return postcard method, tag on car method, home interview method, etc. Coming to the first one, that is the roadside method. So what is done is the vehicles will be stopped at decided interview station. Okay, there will be some persons who are conducting this survey. They will be asking the vehicle to stop the vehicle while they are on movement at one particular location, and these persons will be supplying some questionnaire. So this questionnaire will be supplied to the passengers in the vehicle and they will be asked to fill down the questionnaire. So what will be the nature of questions provided in the questionnaire? This will include information regarding the place and time of origin and destination. Then what were the locations at which these vehicles were stopped, location of stoppages, what is the purpose of the trip, what is the type of vehicle, and what is the number of passengers present in each vehicle. So these are the informations that are collected by the different persons at roadside interview. The advantage of this method is data collection is very quick and in short duration. And the training can be given to the team who is conducting this survey can be trained very quickly. But the only drawback of this method is the vehicles will be stopped for interview while they are in motion. So there is a loss of time. Okay, the time of the travelers who starting from one location and moving to another location will be lost when they are being asked to stop at the pre-described location and if they are being asked to fill down the questionnaire. Okay, so that is one important disadvantage of this method, that is the roadside interview method. Second one is license plate method. So in the license plate method, a study area is already selected and observers are stationed at all the points of exit and entry. Observers are stationed at exit and entry points and exit and entry points that are leading to and out of the particular study area. Now, at the observation station, the people are given synchronized timepieces, synchronized watches. They'll be using synchronized watches and they will note the license plate number of the vehicles entering and leaving the area. What is the license plate number of the vehicles entering and leaving the area? That will be noted down by the parties at the observation station. Now, for each direction of movement of the specified, for each direction of movement, separate recording sheets will be maintained. This method of license plate method is very easy and quick as far as the field work is concerned. And the training to be provided to the field personnel is also very easy. But the problem with this method is this will involve a lot of office computation. This method involves a lot of office computation. That is one big limitation of this method. So the large number of teams, the team required for conducting this survey, origin and destination survey, will be very large. A very large team is required for taking observations and also for noting down the different and also for carrying out the office work. Another method is the return postcard method. Return postcard method means it ensures that there is no loss of time as the vehicle is being stopped and questionnaire is being issued. So what is done is Prepaid business card, prepaid reply postcard with return address will be distributed to the road users. Okay, at one particular selected point along the road, the people will be asked to stop and we will be distributing the prepaid business reply postcard. Now, this questionnaire will be filled by the road user and they will be sending it back to the survey team. So there is no financial liability to the to the person who's participating in the survey because they're already given with prepaid reply card. And another saving is there is no time loss because the only time required is just to supply this postcard and convince them about the activity to be done. But in other case, if they are being asked to stop the vehicle and questions are being asked, it will result in a lot of time delay. So that is another method. Next method is tag on car method. A pre-coded tag will be, a pre-coded card will be struck on one vehicle as the vehicle is entering the study area. Now, when the vehicle is leaving the study area, the observations are recorded on this tag. So when the traffic movement is very heavy, this method is highly useful. Next one is home interview method. In home interview method, a percentage of the population is selected and the trained personnel will be visiting the residences and they will be collecting travel data from the different peoples of the household. Now, the detailed information regarding the trip will be provided to the survey team. And this data which they are collecting, this data will be used for planning the road network, for planning other vehicular traffic facilities, planning mass transportation requirement, all these things. Only problem is home interview, only advantage of, one big advantage of home interview method is there is no problem of vehicles being stopped on the road. Okay, according to the convenience of the survey team, they can visit the different homes of the people and data can be collected. So these are the different, and one more method is there, spot interview method. Persons who are going for work on a daily basis to know about their travel habits, their work spots will be visited and questions will be asked regarding their travel habit. Now, how the O&A data will be presented? Origin and destination data will be presented by, first one is origin and destination tables. In origin and destination table, between the different zones, what is the number of trips that will be shown? Second one is desire line. Desire line means a straight line connecting the origin points with the destination points. So depending on the volume of traffic which is traveling in that particular direction, the thickness and width of the desire lines will be varied. So that is about the desire lines. That is another method of plotting the result of origin and destination studies. Next one is parking studies that we'll discuss.